Nice. Yo, what's good, guys? How's it going, man? What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. We got Trader ND in the house. How you doing? Yo, ladies, raw. ND, are you trying to move on to some girls here? Yeah. I know your dad, fam. I'm messing. I'm messing. How you doing, guys, man? It's Friday, man. Morning to you guys. Happy Friday, Jamal Mubarak. Hope you guys are all doing well. Wishing you the best of health, success, and happiness, and the best of weekends as well. It has been a bit of a choppy. Well, I would not choppy. It's been just in a weird ass PA going on with crypto anyway. But fuck, I'm gonna smoke this properly. That's better. Yeah. So been a weird PA lately, but Tuesday we did a really good short actually on BTC and Ethereum. Ethereum was probably the best one, 27R. For those that actually saw the shorts as well, caught it at the top, $2 apart from a stop loss, and just played it all the way back down. So, I mean, we look at it this way, right? There's nothing much going on in terms of crypto, in terms of like what's going on in terms of the price action. It's just consolidation. What is it consolidating? We'll talk about that. It's really consolidating on this week's last week's Monday's range. Was it last week or this week's Monday's range? It's just literally being ping ponging and getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And the tighter it gets, right, and these small body candles leads to an expansion. So the expansion on what side? Hopefully on the upside for us. If it's on the downside, it doesn't really matter. We can play it either way. But we're gonna go through dollar index, and I want to show you something. I don't know if you guys saw the tweet that I posted on Twitter just literally about 5 minutes ago. I was looking at dollar index on a monthly perspective, then weekly perspective as well. And so it's interesting what the weekly looks like. So I will show you that. We're gonna try and draw some smiley faces on that as well as usual. You know how it is, but we go from there. So let's do the morning shout out to you guys, man. Who we got here? We got Bowinden out first in the house, man. That's the first of his name, King of the Andals. Yeah. We got David in the house, trader with ND. Gunas here. Stanley, what's going on, Stanley? Cryptique, Jordan. Morning, everyone. Harnett, yeah, I am live. I'm like, live completely. No, it's recorded. It literally is recorded. If you don't believe me, type something right now and I'll read it out. And that's how magical this pre-recorded video is. We got Derry in the house. We got Richardi. What's going on, brother? Ballwinded. Yeah, I will demolish it as usual, man. You know how it is. Thank you, my bro. Thank you, Richardi. Thoughts on New York opening move? I think New York's gonna make a pump up. I do think New York's gonna pump up. It's leaning towards what? It looks like everything is bottom out for the day, possibly. But we'll make up markup plans itself and see what's going on. Fuad's here every day, every single day. Appreciate that, Fuad. So let's get cracking though. Let's get cracking and see what's going on. So looking at dollar index, let's get rid of all this stuff. Let's go on the monthly. See what we can see on the monthly. We got 9 days left for monthly. Or was it 10 days? How many days is there in October? Fuck knows, man. Left school a long time ago. Yeah, it's 31 days in October. Yeah, that's right. November's 30. So we've got like 10 days left. So we'll see what happens. So far on the monthly, it's looking quite bullish there. I mean, it's an up candle. Do we take out last month's liquidity? No. Do we take out last month's liquidity up and... Oops. Come on. Don't fuck with me today. It's just early. It's Friday, man. There we go. So we haven't taken out liquidity on either side of September's high or September's low. We're still range banding in this area. The pivot really is the open, the monthly open. That's where it's pivoting around. We have a deviation over there, and now we're above it. Question is, do we actually hold above it and then go up higher, take out liquidity? And if we take out liquidity, two things can happen. Number one, we come back down and start breaking down all the way back down to last month's liquidity or mid-range or whichever it wants to bounce off to. Or is it going to be bullish, hold above it, and carry on going higher? We don't know. We don't really know. We'll find out very soon as price unfolds itself. But this is where it gets interesting though on the weekly. The weekly shows me something slightly different, okay? It gives me a bit of a hopeful way of looking at what the price is, right? So we are coming to the weekly close. We've got 13 hours left. Thank you, Richardi. Appreciate that, man. Daink, SC, XO, the Holy Trinity. I mean, we all play. I know, like XO plays he plays macro, and SC, as you know, SC is my mentor. He's just a beast. He's basically the same beast, but like he's a different animal, but the same beast. He's just something else. He really takes that into, he's just mad. He's mad. But Appreciate the love there for you guys, man. What's going on, Daink Country Club? Piota's in the house too. So yeah, so the pivot I was trying to show you guys, right? You see this high over here, right? This particular high. This has caused a bit of an issue there. What's happened there? So from this high, we got resistance, come back down, and then we have a bit, you know, we pop up. But then the question is this holding up or not? We don't really know exactly. I mean, can it hold up? I mean, I don't like this. I mean, look, if I draw a smiley face, I got the eyes there, the nose, and the mouth is just underneath, right? So doesn't look like it's gonna come back down. Question is, do we take out this high, then come back down for the week, and then close below it here? I don't know, but we have to mark at levels. I do want to see a weekly close below this high here. I do want to see that for us to have some sort of confluence of actually going down, breaking down lower, and then we can go then we can see what happens. You know, like we got this high to actually, you know, at the moment it's holding a support over here, a range band environment from here itself, and that's where we're range banding in this area. You can see we're ping ponging, but we don't know what's going to happen. We have to work this out level to level. Looking at the daily, how's the daily looking like? I don't need this. Delete this shit. Yes, Gandalf. How's it going, Luke? You good? So daily, I mean, we can still see, really and truly, we're actually capped in these area off the daily. So we got this low in particular that's capping the market, right? And this high is capping the market, right? You can see that's where price is actually pivoting off, right? So we got resistance, support. We'll start again. Resistance, support. We do a deviation, then we find support. So it looks like we're gonna tag up to here now, right? Not too, you know, we'll see what happens here. Do we come up, find resistance, break back down, and still ping pong this area here, or do we come back up, come back down, break down, play all the way down to range low, lose this low, take out this liquidity, find resistance, keep going down, take out liquidity over here, here, and here. We don't know exactly. These are just the plans I'm just showing you there. Or the third option, which is not everyone's favorite because everyone wants to be bull, is break up, hold above it, and if it does hold above it, well then the smiley face was just a trick, right? That's what it was. So I mean, there's liquidity here, and then we'll see what happens at this high up here, and then this high there. Okay, so we see how that goes. I mean, look, this is where it gets interesting though with dollar index. So do you guys remember when I talked about that gap that happened at the start of the week? Just here. Can you see that? Let me just bring it up there, and we got this little gap over here in the market where you open from, let's say, here to there, right? And right now you can see that yes, we filled it out. We have a nice bodily candle that closed above it. That's all good. But now we're finding resistance. Resistance of what? Of this particular high here. That's where we found. So we're taking out the stops of the high of the week, and now we're looking to close below. We got 5 minutes left to close. Any retest, break down, come back down below here. This will give me a confirmation to short this back down, playing it after here. Because look here, we got another gap here, and then we close above it, and then we go above it. We don't even fill it out, and then yesterday fill this out properly. Happy days, and we rocketed above it. So now that I want to see is just this kind of price action to give me some sort of confluence to go down lower. And if that happens, then we know what happens. If Ethereum goes up, Bitcoin goes up, your alts will start to move as well. The stocks, ES will go up. It's a very interesting factor though, because if you look at it, right, this is where we had to start relating the three charts, the three main key charts. We relate Dixie, we relate ES, S&P, and we're going to relate Bitcoin at what's happening, right? So we know when it comes to what you call it, Dixie is at resistance. So is that resistance? That's good. So which means, like, as long as this high holds, right, we should start breaking down, right? Maybe a retest, we don't know, but we should start breaking down at least into this area here, and then see how we react to breaking down further. I mean, potentially what could happen is this. Let me just draw this out, squeeze this up there, move this there. Cool. Potentially what could happen from a price action point of view is this. So this is the high there. What could happen is this. So it comes back up, find some resistance, maybe a bit of a deviation, we don't know. Come back down, play back down into this high, off this high there. We find support because that's resistance, deviation. We smashed above it. So then when it comes back down, we'll have to find support. There's going to be a reaction of it quite easily. Any reaction, you know, maybe a push up, but then starts breaking down and then does something like this. And then we can say that's the high, that's the lower low, that's the lower high, and that's the lower low, lower high, lower low. And then we can make market structure go down on this way, which will allow us to breathe during our cryptocurrencies and stuff like that, okay? how to spot liquidity. Liquidity, Andy, is literally is this, right? So liquidity is basically where money's resting. Okay, so for those, for let's say for example, if this is a chart itself, as you can see, so it really is a chart. You know, you people, like a lot of people are taking shorts around here or all over here in this little area there. They would have placed the stop at the high of the week. That's where liquidity is resting, right? So basically, if we squeeze, if we do it, this is what we do. So taking out this high there is what we call a short squeeze. Why is it a short squeeze? Because people are shorting here with a stop loss here. So look here, if we were to long, right, we're long in over here. Let's say we take a long over here with a stop loss over here. And then what happens is if price comes back down, this is what we call a long squeeze, right? Because we're squeezing out all the longs from there. So we've done a short squeeze over there. We did a stop run, and it looks like 2 minutes left, and we're closing below it. That's all good. So it gives us some sort of indication of actually of price going a bit lower. Now liquidity can be anywhere. It can be here, stops over here, stops over here, stops there. This is all liquidity where you see the highs and the lows, right? Even here. These are all liquidity. Why? Because this is where people are going to place their stops at the swing lows and the swing highs in these areas there. So when you see price runs through it and it goes up, so when we're targeting, you know, let's say if I were to long this consolidation over here, I'll be longing it to target one off this here, and then when we're taking out liquidity over here, finish taking out liquidity, we aim for liquidity over there. So that's what liquidity is all about. Okay. No, it's not large movements of price. Large movements of price is just like when price just moves up, it just moves up. And then what you got something called an inefficiency right here. This is an inefficiency. So price, we'll talk about that in the country club as well, a bit more in detail if you need to. But liquidity, this is not liquidity. This is not liquidity. This candle, that's just price just surging up and down. And obviously, as you can see, when it surges, we have something called inefficiency. This is where inefficiency is, because you got a thin movement of price. This is an inefficiency right here. Got a thin movement of price. This is a thin movement of price. You see all these thin movements of price? That's when you call it inefficiencies. Okay, two different things. What's going on, Mr. M? nah, fam. You're the beast here, man. Yes, Dev. How you doing, brother? LRDI. How you doing? Morning to you. Open long at 12.85. I want to see 13.31. We'll have a look at that. Is it pink? I swear to God, it's red. Is that pink? For those who don't know, I'm a bit colorblind, so to me this is red, like a very sharp red. Yes, Morning Star. How you doing, brother? You see it pink? Is everyone saying this is pink? Nah, this ain't fucking pink. This is red. I'll show you pink. This is pink. That's pink, and what I've got here, and this is red. Come on, I mean, there's two different colors here. Fuck you guys. It's not fucking pink. Critique, you're a guy here. Come on, tell me. This is red, right? I don't trust these guys. These guys are gonna fuck me over here. I'm telling you, it's pink. This is red, and this is pink. Come on, guys, man, don't fuck me over, man. Got a thicker pen? Yeah, I got a thicker pen. Let me show you a thicker pen. Right? This is red, right? And this is pink. That's pink, fam. Two different things, man. You're fucking me over here. Two different colors there. But not really. It's Pirate. You know what? Go back to where you came from, man. Pink. Uzair saying it's the same. So what? It's not the same. This is not the same. Uzair, this is pink. And let me get the fucking thinner color. Oh, fuck off. God damn it, man. Have I been doing pink to you guys for all that time? You guys must be thinking I'm swinging that kind of way, isn't it? 50 Shades of Pink. Shit, dude. Sorry, Pirate. I love you so much. Light pink, darker pink. What the fuck? There's just pink. There's no such thing as light. So you're going to tell me this is red as well. Wait. Let me try and find it. Let me find. You're going to tell me this is red. Wait. Let me get a thicker pen. You're going to say this is red. Yeah? This is the same thing. Is very, very similar to this. Whoops. This color here is the same as this. Very, very similar. There's a slight shade of lightness. That's all it is. That's red. Yeah, but these are the same. Oh, guys, you are fucking me over, man. Like, I know I'm colorblind, but I'm not that bad. I need a vacation. Oh, fucking hell. You guys are fucking me over here. Vegeta, come on, back me up on this. This is red, right? And that's red. And this is pink. You guys are bending me over left, right, and center, man. Taking the piss out of me now. Think you're outnumbered. Yeah, I'm outnumbered, innit? Yeah. Fucking hell, man. You guys telling me I'm doing pink, man. Bro, I don't swing that way, man. I'm left is red. No, left is red. Yeah, I agree with you. Left is red. Okay, number one. Oops. This is red. Okay? Number two. This is a lighter red. Number three. This is pink. Pink is pretty. Group Tiki, don't try to make me feel better. All I see is green. Let's get back to work, man, before we start arguing about this. But it's pink. I'm telling you, it's pink. I mean, it's red, sorry. Bruh, pirate, you gonna one red, two pink. Nah, fam. Fam, you know what it is, right then? If that's the case, then fine, I'll use this then. Does that make everyone happy then? Jeez Christ, man. Two pink and red. Magenta? What the fuck is magenta? You guys are making up these words now. Fucking hell, guys. Oh shit, dollar's pushing up, motherfuckers. What's going on over here? Dollar's pushing up into... Okay, so, as we said, back... Alright, I like the pink. So, it's not pink, fam. It's red. Jeez. Alright, so where are we coming up to? We are pushing up into this area now. Right, off this SR. That's where we're looking to push up to. I want to see us get back up there and then come back after that consolidation and break down. So it is coming down to resistance, right? We are coming down to some sort of key resistance there. What is ES doing? Do you see red on the charts? A person on DCC. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Because, bro, I'm telling you, man. Let's go to the community setup. Right, you guys actually do this on the live stream. Shazzy, you prick. I see what you've done there. I see what you've done. You're a knob, you know. You're a complete bellend. I can't believe you've done me over like that. 1 second. Where's John's charts? Right, because I'm gonna have a look at John. You know what? We can argue about this in the country club. Let's get back to working it, because we've done 18 minutes and we're still arguing about colors. What the fuck are we doing in it? I'd have to say my daughter's that. Nah, there's nothing wrong with pink, right? But that's not pink. That was red, man. But fine, I'll use red then. Let me make sure I got red. Well, red, yeah. We should be red there, according to you guys. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but. Pink and red and shit like that. It's red, man. You guys are the colorblind ones, man, making me look like I'm some psycho. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm joking, guys. Alright, cool. So, ES. What's going on with ES? Let's do the same thing. Let's look at the weekly. What's happening? Ooh, yikes. What the fudge is going on here? This is not looking good. Alright? This is not looking good on the weekly. It doesn't look good, actually. We've got some SRs. Number one, we've got this SR here. Obviously... we expected some support, and all this is found resistance. So if we close below here, it's not looking good. Let's be honest as well. I would like to see a close above there, but really and truly, where we capped out, we're capped at this. This is a range bound environment. This low to this high, as you can see, we're finding support, finding support. I mean, it's a new day there. Like, I expect some sort of support here and hold above it. So again, dollar is actually at resistance. ES is at support, so it's leaning towards the direction where it is. As long as it's a support and we hold on support, then we can look at longs on ES. Dollar index is looking resistance. We're looking for shorts on dollar index. We're just looking for key areas to break down, the areas that are marked out there. Bear market things all seeing red. Fucking hell, you guys, man. I got a lot of love for you in here, but I'm not the psycho one here. Making me look like I'm some crazy motherfucker here. So that's that, right? And then like so that's what we're looking at. So that's just like a range bound environment. I mean, looking at this. Let's go on the daily. the daily saying, before we start marking at levels and whatever, and you can still see really and truly it's right here. This is in its own way capping the market here. I mean, there's the deviations and stuff like that of each section and whatnot, but you see this high there, that's the high and that's the low, and that's the range band environment. It's a messy range band environment because we've got too many deviations here, deviation there, deviation here and here and here. It is a very it's quite messy in my opinion. I don't really like it too much, but just trying to keep it as concise as possible, right? As you can see, as when price start to break down, let's go on the 2 hours, you should be able to start seeing how price, where's the high? That's the high and the low. Let me try to bring this out there. Mother fudge. Let's bring this out there. Cool. As you can see, this is the low that I showed you on the 2 hours, and this is the high. And you can see quite clearly, this is how the price is reacting, right? So what we're doing right now, right? So where do we find some sort of resistance? You know, where's the area consolidation? The area consolidation was over here. That's causing the resistance. As you can see, we popped into it, resistance, resistance, and then we come back down. Take out liquidity here. This is liquidity. People are like, you know, guys were actually putting the stops on, you know, the low of the month itself. And we take out liquidity, we come back up, we do some, you know, bit of deviation, reclaim, carry on going up higher. And where's the target? Target here, resistance, 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 come back down, break down. This is your indication for shorts right here, with a stop loss above there, targeting where? I'll be targeting right into this area consolidation. Let me just remove this. I'd say target 1 would be here, just to front run it, and then target 2 would be there, and then squeezing it into range low. I do see range low happening there. So can we get a bit more of a squeeze on ES? I don't know. It looks like it. Well, the good thing is, right, if you can see, you see this inefficiency right now? We filled out the inefficiency. That's the key point right here. This is the inefficiency. You see the candles on the left-hand side and the right-hand side? It's just a massive thin movement up. That's the inefficiency. Just like we did this inefficiency right here, there to there, this was filled out. So this inefficiency here was filled out over here, okay? Now, this inefficiency here is filled out over here. So if it was to be bullish now what we need to see is some sort of support off where? Let me clear up some of this shit here. Got too much mess. Trying to get that up. There we go. Right, so where we're looking for support, I mean, I'd like to see some support off here. You see that quite clearly? That makes sense. Resistance. That's resistance, resistance, smashed above it, deviates above it, smashed above it. Like it's just a choppy little area there. Prices doesn't really respect it so much. It does respect it there, but we shank it down completely there, and then we come back into this key SR. This key SR after 2 hours, and that's finding support. So again, we can say that that ES is actually, it doesn't have to come back down here. It doesn't have to come back down here. You know, like, because we filled out the inefficiency. If it was to be bullish, as long as we find support here, bullish market structure taking out these highs over there. Let's go up, target 1, and then squeeze up to target 2, and then from there we'll see what happens. Okay, that's the thingy. That's ES thingy as a plan. I mean, where I'll be wrong, I mean, like, if you want to take a short, anyone trading on ES, if we start breaking down, find resistance, you can take a quick little trade back down to range low over here. I'll probably put my stop up probably over here. That's the invalidation over there. That's what I look at for there. So, but we can come into this area consolidation, break back up, and then do something like this. It's not a problem, but like I said, break market structure, find, you know, reclaim this area, then we can go to this area and then squeeze up to range high, take out this liquidity there. And then we can see what happened, and then look for extended targets, targeting here. And then if we do reclaim and hold above it, let's fucking go up higher. All right, so that's pretty much the gist of it. It's not a 2 hour chart. I don't see all this price action happening in one day. No, not in one day. It's a 2 hour chart, fam. Like, we got fucking 20, well, not 29 minutes. We got, like, what? It is 10 o'clock, so we got 12 plus 3, 15. We got 15 hours. So that means 7 candles, 7.5 candles or so to do that. It ain't gonna happen, not today. But it's key where we close up. I think you close on ES. So we know dollar index. We've established dollar index as at resistance. We've established ES is coming towards support. So it's coming, not at support. It's coming towards support. But we do know in terms of price action wise, inefficiency has been filled out. We've got, you know, got an SR over here. So as long as this is, if it's going to be bullish, And if dollar index start turning itself over on the downside, then we will start seeing price action like this, and then be like, this was a support. You would already say, this is a support in hindsight, but no, you have to work this out level to level, looking at key SRs, looking at ranges, and look at where consolidation will actually was at before for it to go into and go out top. Okay, so Dixie is going. Oh, fuck off, Dixie. Motherfucking Dixie. Okay, it's popping up. Let's have a look on the daily. I do want to focus on the daily there. So it's at, just at, now it's right here. Now it's right here. Okay, so finding resistance over here, no problem. I do want it to see it break down. If it closes above here, do a nice close above here on the daily, not so good. Then what it means that on the Monday we'll have any sort of pullback, maybe into a deeper pullback into here, right, and reclaim this area here. That's when you can long stop loss over here, and you're targeting the liquidity over there, right? And then from there we'll see what happens. So play this level to level. Check this. Let's have a look. So Vegeta just send me a chart. Let's have a look. Let me bring it up. Do you mind if I bring this up, Vegeta? Just talk about it there. Vegeta. Vegeta's got a chart. It's right here. So this is Vegeta's chart. You can see a trend line happening. Yeah, I can see that. Let me move my head. So what it's got? It's got a trend line going on. Support, and you can see this is a descending trend line itself. Finding resistance. That's what we're looking for. As long as it breaks down, look at the level to level, and then see what happens. And I mean, the key really is, right, confirmation is break. There's two sort of confirmation for longs and shorts off this chart itself, right? It's literally loses the low here, break down, find resistance, and then we can go back down lower into the basic consolidation, which is, I'd say, into this area here, right? That's what I would like to see. Just looking at this is a fucking 4-hour chart in it. That's what I like to see, but there are going to be some sort of reactions around here. Around here first, of this high there. So there's going to be, these are the key SRs, SR1, SR number 2 there. So price can come up into here, maybe pull back up, breaks down, come into this area, and then we'll see what happens there. So I do want to see that, but if it's going to be super fucking bullish, then what's going to happen is we're going to break out of this, hold above it, bullish market structure. This is the area consolidation over here, break and hold above it, then let's go up to 121, 120, 190, 119 to 121. And then, we're thinking, and then fourth quarter is going to be horrible for crypto. Really, really horrible. But we'll see how he goes. Let's see how he goes, okay? So, what's next now? Go back to the charts. Bitcoin. Let's go Bitcoin. So, Bitcoin is interesting now, right? What is interesting about Bitcoin? Let me get my levels. Not this one. This one. Okay. So, we established ES is coming at support. We established dollar index is at resistance. Bitcoin is at support, right? Support what? Well, we've got two set of things to look at, right? Number one, we're going to have to look at, let me have a look at this one second. Yeah. Oh, fuck, I got stopped out, didn't I? Yeah, I got stopped out. Did I get? Yeah, I got stopped out. Okay, I took an aggressive long. I posted just not too long ago as well. I said this area, this blue box. Let me break down the thought process of it. I got stopped out. Fuck. Never mind. That's one I lost there. I'm happy to play whichever way it comes, right? So so what I said, right, was that come up to here. So double kiss off this low, yeah. Stop them. Yeah, double bomb in a way, triple bomb you can say in its own way or whatever. But yeah, so what I was saying is, that sucks, man. I got stopped out by a couple of fucking dollars, man. Low was 89.05, and this one was $5, man. Bastard. Never mind. Anyway, so what I was looking at is this area here. So let me just clear off all this. let me just draw the levels. I'm gonna draw my levels on there. Bring myself back down. Okay, what we got here is last week's Monday's range, and this is where the price has been playing in. Right, it hasn't changed at all. It's been in this range band environment. Okay, so that's the high, and this is the low, and this is the mid range. That's what we're gonna focus on. Okay, so as you can see, price has focused on this little area here, all between here. That's all it's done. It's ping-ponged off each area, and that's all it's done. It's just respected this and whatnot. We are below the range Monday's low, so but I'll explain to you my thought process on why we're looking for a potential, move up to the upside, and we'll talk about that in just a second. And what we got here, a bit of deviation, some support over here, support there. This is the main deviation. Deviation there, support, deviation, support, and then we come into some sort of, what the fuck is this? This is a deviation. We don't really fucking know. We're gonna find out really soon enough. Now, the idea for me to go long was the idea that dollar index, it looked like that London made the low. London could have made the low, and this is just a stopper on London's low. That's what it could have been, right? It really could be, and we'll talk about that in a second there. So, so I was looking at dollar index was actually was at the low. Sorry, was it coming at resistance? Looking at ES was coming at support. Bitcoin was at support, really. It's at support, and on what support? Well, off this area consolidation right over here. You see this here? This is what we call it's called a breaker. It's a breaker, and what it's come up to, right? It's support, 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 support. As long this block holds, we can still lean against bullishness. You can still lean on bullishness, right? I mean, like, the reason why I didn't place my stop at this low over here, I said that give it a bit of a wider stop over there. That's what it is. And I wanted this low to hold, but instead of just taking it out, and it's kind of turning back on itself. But we'll figure it out after in a second. But shades, oh yeah, thank you so much for that, man. Bruv, like, Windows like my dad, in it. It's like, man, thank you for that, bro. So looking at that block itself, that area consolidation. Yes, KMS, how you doing, brother? Smash the likes, everybody, man. Show me some love. One second there. Cool. Yeah, so look, so now the key concept is this now. If this is supposed to hold, right, I want to see it get back up and hold above it, and this would then be my confirmation to play up here. Play up, back into this area there, and then squeeze into the mid-range. From the mid-range, we'll see how we react. We can reclaim and hold above it. Let's go and take out all this liquidity there. Once we take out this liquidity there, you see over here, right here, we got inefficiencies right there. And then we fill this out, and that'll be the next set of targets there. And done. And that'll be the trade. That's if we can come up here. As if we can give some sort of confirmation, you can enter in. You can enter in over there. Enter here. I'll probably put a stop loss here. This is your invalidation level will be. Once we break out these highs, I'll bring my stop loss back into the box there. And then keep it tight and monitor the trade as it is. That's the trade in terms of longs. Because that's keeping in sight. What's going on, Darius? That's the trade that we're looking at for in terms of dollar index is actually at resistance. And ES is at support. Or then Bitcoin's at support. So, as long as the support and resistance is actually held and respected, right, we can play longs. So no rush at all. Probably wait for after Jummah. I mean, that's what happened that's what happened yesterday, last week on Friday. Like, I remember I went to the Friday prayers, came out of Friday prayers, looked at the chart, right, as I was putting my shoes on, actually, I was looking at the chart. I'm like, yo, there's a long here, there's a short here, and I jumped in the car quickly. I'm like, let me just, before I even actually set off, I'm like, start charging on thingy, and I was like, I'm taking a short. And I told the guys at about 2:09, whatever the time was, straight there, I told them I took the short. And the short happened, he played out, and that was when we made the 12-hour move. So the question is, do we have another Jummah, like a Friday special, like from God itself? So that'll be interesting to see if we can do that. Now, where would I be wrong, and how would I play the shorts if it was to be a short? Now, the short scenario is this now, okay? If we come back down, breaks down, lose this low here, and look, we've lost this low here. We've had a close below this block here, no problem. Once we have a close, I'm looking for a retest. Once we have a retest, I can enter in invalidations here, or you can put a stop loss there. That's your invalidations, which is your hard stop there. I can put it there. Then we can play it back down lower. How would I actually look for PA? You see this low here? Same low. Remember the triple bottom low there? You can use this low here. Doesn't really matter. finding resistance off there. This is your confirmation. Stop loss again here or above the bottom. I think this is invalidation. I'll probably keep it there a bit more wider, and let's play it and fill out this inefficiency right here. What is this inefficiency? Let's have a look. Can you see this? See this thin ass motherfucking move right there? Here to there. That is the thin ass motherfucking move there. And let's fill that out. And I'm happy to play it back down, you know? So that's the plan there. There's you know, just let it do its thing. There's no rush. I'm happy to play either way, whichever comes up first, okay? So up or down, you still make money. That's the key thing. It's like the interesting thing at the moment is that crypto hasn't really done much. You know, Bitcoin hasn't done much. You know, in Ethereum, it's just literally bouncing up and down, and that's all it's done there. That's really it. I mean, there's money to be made, but it's been a pain in the backside, if you ask me. It really has been a pain in the backside. Now, looking at Ethereum, Ethereum it's showing me support. Support off what? This is the range band environment. Do you remember we talked about this quite a number of times? This is the low on the 19th of September. It's a range band environment we played for the last 4 weeks. 4 weeks we've been playing the same range, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when are we going to break out of this? You know what I'm saying? Like, we've got to do something about that. So you can clearly see how price is range bound in this area. And again, it's at support. You see this? Lower highs, I think higher lows. So it's showing me this actually, this key of actually going up. This low has held, this low has held. And now it's come back up, come back down, higher low, higher low, higher low. You know, it's making it, as long as this holds, right? Or to be honest, this is the invalidation. If we hold above it now, there's 2 ways around it. I want to actually bring up the Monday's range too as well. Okay, let's bring this up here. So we know what we're looking at. Let me bring this up like so. That's the mid range I've been using on the Monday. On 4 weeks ago. And let me bring up this this week's Monday's. Yeah, this is this week's Monday's range. That's the high, and that's the low, and that's the mid range. But let's just focus on this area. You know what? Fuck. Let me zoom into it. Let me zoom into this. Go on the 15 minutes. No, let's go 30 minutes. There we go. That's better. Right. So how do we play this, right? So let's just mark out all our levels. First level is this. That's the low. That's the high. And that's the mid-range. We're just going to focus on these levels. That's it. And then what we're going to focus on the next one is Monday's high. Monday's high. Oops. Drag this across. Monday's high. Monday's mid. And range low. So, looking at this as a whole, right? Let's just remove everything off now, and let's just have a look how we're gonna play this out. So we know we made high lows, right? Making higher lows. This low is held, right? It's all good, happy days. What we bounce off to? Well, we really have bounced off this actually. See this area? This area consolidation. That's where it's bounced off, and it's finding support. This is a really good support. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm happy to, like, if we can come back into one more retest, I'll be happy to enter the trade. Well, you know, hard stop over here, and then what we're looking for is to play back into this as a retest of Monday's low, and then from there we'll see what happens, because not only do we break market structure, I expect a bit of a pullback, hold of support. Once we step back in, right, continuation of market structure, of bullish market structure, then we can play back into the mid, take out this liquidity there. I mean, I'm going to expect some sort of area of resistance off this area here, you can see that. Literally, we just wicked into it, man. We're wicked into it quite nicely. So there's going to be some resistance here, but then we're going to try and squeeze into the mid-range, take into our profits at this block over here, and then at mid-range. Reclaim the mid-range, hold it above the block, and let's go into this area here, fill out the inefficiency. You can see inefficiency over here, and then squeeze into Monday's high. That's the plan. That's the plan. You know, that will be interesting. I will wait. Because I've already taken I've lost the trade for the day. With risk management, I can't really fuck up the second time round. Otherwise, I'm out for the week. Out for the day really. And I don't really want to miss opportunities. Played in a bit stupidly, aggressively there, but sometimes the aggressive plays does work out, you know, and that's what it is. So, and that's what we're looking for. And then it turns out that this is the mid range of the range bound environment on the 19th, which is playing on the for 4 weeks, and then but we're only focusing on this area. Once we break up above it, right, and hold above it, then let's fucking go to 1395, 1392, whatever the number is. I don't fucking know, but let's go up there. But until then, let's just focus between this area here, which is at 12, let's say 1280 to 1336. That's all it is. We've got like $50 to worry about. Let's not fucking worry about $500 above us. Let's worry about $50. We can't even break $50, and we're gonna start looking at fucking $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, whatever all-time high bullshit people talking about from fucking Tuesday. And then they got shanked, and then they got scared and whatnot. The next thing, all of a sudden, everyone's pissing themselves and whatnot. I don't fucking know. But that's the thing we're looking at. Where would I be wrong? Similar to Bitcoin, right? Let me just take this off. Similar to Bitcoin, we know we got this low here. So you see, I highlighted this area of consolidation, right? This is holding. Now, if price were to break down, close below the block itself, start finding resistance, bearish market structure, let's go back down, and where are we going to be targeting? Number one, off this high itself. That's number one. Yeah, number one. And then we're going to see if we can squeeze into this low around here, and then take out the liquidity there. And that's it. And that's the short. If the short sets up, I'm happy to take this. If the long sets up, I'm happy to take it either way. Doesn't really matter. We play it, but we play it either way. That's all it is really, and that's the gist of Ethereum and Bitcoin. Any questions, guys? I'm starving, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm really, really starving. I have another cigarette as well. I am gonna cut this episode a little bit shorter than usual. I do have plans of actually trying to make. I'm gonna do this beginners trading for beginners, which I want to organize this up properly. And the idea is I'm going to discuss to my team when we're going to actually do this. Are we going to do this daily, do this weekly, how we're going to do this and whatnot. But they are work from my side that I've got to get done. So that's why I'm looking to just and that's why there's a lot more concentrating on the chat on just the PA itself and no fucking about today. So that's it. What's going on, Sidiums? How you doing, brother? What do you see like most likely between upside and downside today? I see more likely of upside, LRDO. I'll be honest with you. Me personally, I see more upside. Why? Because like I said, we're coming at support. You know, like on ES, we're coming at support. You know, we're at support for Ethereum and Bitcoin. You know, they're all at support. I mean, you wouldn't want to fight against support. As long as we got this support on the lower time frame, we play the support on the lower time frame. If dollar index is coming out resistance, if dollar index start breaking up and start showing bullish market structure, fucking hell, it's raining as fuck, man. I was gonna walk to the mosque as well. Shit, man. Petrol's expensive, bruv. To fill up the tank, bruv, my car to fill up the tank, it cost me 180 quid. Fuck it, I know some of you guys are paying some mad numbers, but. And also, when it's good weather, it's always a sunnah to actually walk. But damn, it's cold anyway. But anyway, yeah. So we're coming at support for crypto. Dollar index is at resistance. As long as that holds into place, and it's respected, right? The key point is respected. It respects the price action of support and resistance. It's really important that price doesn't break resistance so easily or break support so easily. It takes a lot more time to do that happen. If it was gonna break, it will break over time. But I don't see it breaking on a fucking Friday. Not at the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? Not at the end of the week. I don't see that happening. It can. I'm not saying you can't, but the probability is quite low for it to do that on the towards the end of the week on a Friday. It's profit day. You know what I'm saying? It's like payday. You know, on a Friday you get payday. It's like profit day for traders. You know, they'll be taking profits. If they were longing, they'll be looking to long, you know, taking profits at key areas. So this is what they're doing. So I'm guessing we're gonna have a pullback probably around like in New York time. So Juma might be the key. Smoke shisha play for you. Thank you for that, Ed. Nah, Darius, I don't use Elliott Wave. To be honest, Elliott Wave is just the same as price action. It's price action. You know what Elliott Wave is? It's just ranges. What is an Elliott Wave? When price goes up, let's do this. You know what? To prove it to you guys, I'm gonna actually bring this up here. Elliott Wave. right? I'm just gonna bring this picture up, right? And then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna show you what the deal is. Um, let's use this one, right? How do I bring this up? Visit. Elliott Wave is just a fancy way of just saying, yeah, like it's a fancy name. That's all it is. It to me, it's still a range band environment. It doesn't change. Okay, let me show you this. This is the range low, right? Let's say this is the range low. Okay, and this, I'd say, is the range high. And the mid range would be sitting around here. Can we all agree with that? Approximately, that's right. I'm using swing lows and swing highs. That's the swing low. That's the swing high. And can you see how price respects this? Gets up, holds support, comes back up, holds support, breaks market structure, holds support there, goes up to make a range high, then comes back down, finds resistance. Like I'm telling you, I can destroy every, like, not destroy, I shouldn't be saying like that, but look at that. Support and resistance right there. Finds support, finds support off a consolidation over here, comes back up, finds resistance off a block over there, comes back down, finds resistance, comes back down, lower market structure is going lower. Bearish market structure, what we do, come back up, finds a resistance, come back up, do a bit of a deviation into this area of consolidation over here, find resistance, comes back down, comes back up, finds resistance, comes back down into the mid range, and then once it loses this area here, set it back down, back into fucking range low. That's what it is. Rolls Royce, fam. Fuck it out. Bowinder, what the fuck do you think I am? Do I look like Jeff Bezos, dude? Nah. I do love the Cullinan, but I can't afford it. I'll be honest with you, I can't afford it, man. That's like 400 grand. Like, I mean, I could sell the fucking thingy. Nah, man. I could sell the house and buy the Rolls Royce, but I'm happy with a house. I'm not really, I'm not too fussed about cars that much as well. I am looking at the Range Rover though. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know the Vogues. I'm looking at that. I'm kind of tempted. I don't know if I don't know if I should get it or not. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. Maybe Christmas or after Christmas. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I am looking at the Range Rover. Because I've had this X5 for quite some time, like a long time as well. So I do want to. I do fancy a Range Rover. I want my cousin. Yes, ND. You know what the deal is, isn't it? ND. I think ND's pops in it has the Jag XF. No, not XF. The F pace, and it's a comfortable ride, really nice, comfortable ride. And I got a cousin of mine. He's got the Range Rover Sport. He got the P400, the electric one, and I sat in his car. I went to go see him. Was it Tuesday or something? No, it wasn't Tuesday because I was trading on that. I think it was Monday. No, it was Friday. Friday. Like he messaged me. And he's like, bro, like in his own way, he was telling me I miss you in it. And went to go pick up his son from like football in it. And I sat in his car and the P400 electric. And I'm like, yo, this is nice. There's a Sport as well. And he was like, dude, when you get it, you should get one, blah blah. So he was kind of fucking teasing me into it as well. He's like, let's go to the Range Rover garage. We go check it out. I'm like, bruv, I'm not too into this whole materialistic stuff. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. I do like it, but we'll see how it thinks. I need, like, look, for me right now, there's more important things to worry about, which is you guys. Fuck the Range Rover. I want to make sure that you guys can understand what charting is, how to play the game, and you guys can become more profitable. That's the key thing for me. So all these fancy things will come up after. And to be honest, right, I'll tell you something though. God gives and God takes, man. Today he's giving me all this ability. Tomorrow, if he wants to take away everything, he can take it. I'll say, yeah, take it. Everything belongs to him. That's the way I see it. Like, nothing belongs to me. It belongs to him. But that's the truth. That's the truth for me as well. Like, that's the honest truth. I mean, when I was young, don't get me wrong. I love to get an Aston Martin DBS Superleggera. I love that shit. I think that's my dream car. But for me, it's not that important. You know, there's always more things out there that's a lot more important. But I think the top end of cars, if I were to get a car, has to be the Cullinan. Fuck the Urus. The Urus is cool, don't get me wrong, but fuck that. I'm a gentleman that kind of way. I'm the type of guy who will find an excuse to wear a suit. I love to wear a suit. I love to wear shirts. I find any excuse to wear shirts in it. Like, bro, like, I swear to God, I would wear a shirt to the stream every single day. But You know, like it just becomes a bit. You look like a knobhead, you know, like yo, what this knobhead coming on the shirt with a fucking on the stream? You look like a fucking dickhead, man. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Gar? How you doing, brother? What about Alfa Romeo? You know what? I had a Mito, right? I had a Mito back in the days, a long time ago. Had it for a little while in it, and that was a sick car, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you, Alphas, oh, mad, really nippy little cars, man. I wanted like back then I couldn't afford much anyway, but you know, is it the Giulietto or something like that? Is the model up to the Mito? That was a beautiful one. Thank you so much for that, Ed. Tiguan. You know what? The Tiguan is a nice car. My dad liked that Tiguan. Like I asked him like when he was alive in it, and I was like, Pops, if you can get any car, what would you get in it? And he said to me straight up like Range Rover. Like he's like, I'd love to get a Range Rover Q7. I was like, fuck the Q7, then get Range Rover in it. But like he was very, you know, like, my old man was very like, nah, like he's got kids who's still studying. You know, he wants to make sure like we finish our degree and whatnot before anything. And I remember like in my head, I made a promise. I never told him anything about it. I made a promise to myself. I was like, yeah, let me qualify. Let me do my thing, and I'll get you your Range Rover. I'll buy at the top end, brand new, spanking brand new, and then you can have that. And that's like my thank you to you and it kind of thing. But unfortunately, he's not around. So my mom, I think what I'll do for my mom first actually is get a Q7 for my mom, just in honor for my pops. You know, just that. But like I said, there's more important things. I need to make sure the family is all looked after. The Urus is sick. When I was in Dubai in January, do you know one of the boys, I can't, I shouldn't say his name. I wouldn't say his name anyway, but he's a crypto boy anyway. Um, so he's got an Urus, and it's phenomenal. It is a phenomenal piece of equipment. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's beautiful, and it sounds fucking amazing. But like I said, my personal preference, my taste, it would be a Cullinan over that. It's a bit more expensive, but I like that feeling of like, you know, when you feel like a boss. I like that feeling, like, you know, you feel like a don. And like if you're like mafias won't drive like in like in Ferraris and Lamborghinis. Mafias don't drive like that. Mafias drive into like in proper kitted out cars, you know. No, not Moon Car, not Moon Car. I ain't met that guy. He's got a Bugatti in it. What colour's your Bugatti? I ain't got one. Mm. M5 CS, dude. I tell you something though. Trade with ND. Remember I was looking at again the M8. The M8. There was the M8 and there was the M8 CS in it. I was really like excited to get the M8. The M8 CS was too expensive. It was like I think the M5, the one I wanted was like 150. Vegeta, Vegeta knows. Vegeta knows. Have you seen it, Vegeta? It's a beautiful car, man. It's a very very nice car, man. You think yeah. And I've never met Big Boy. These donkey. I don't meet Donkey. Yeah, Sain is. Yeah, it's a beast. It's Peta. Peta bite. Peta's got a thingy. What do you call it? An Urus is a beautiful car, man. Very very. You know, mashallah. I'm really happy for him as well. But yeah. All right, guys. Get QV. It's a nice car though. I gotta say, Alpha's right. It's one of the nicest looking cars you can get. Like what you call it? I had a friend of mine who was looking at the Audi R8, and I was like, bro, you're gonna spend like 120 grand on a fucking Audi. And he said to me, but you was gonna spend 150 grand on a BMW. I'm like, alright, touche. Alright, safe. Yeah. But like I said in it, like during the bull run, I was getting excited and whatnot, looking at like, I wanted to buy this and that and whatever. When bear markets are hitting, I'm like, yo, listen, what's the point of buying fucking cars 100 grand, this and that and whatever. The Continental's a nice car. Speaking about Bentleys, have you seen the 4x4? What you call it? Bontega. They are beautiful though. You know what is for me? The Bentley Bontega versus the Range Rover. It's a tough one. It is a tough one. Uh, but when you sit in a Range Rover Vogue, the proper Vogue one, not the Sport, you feel the Bontega. That's it. Like when you sit in a Vogue, you feel like fucking done. I've never sat in a G wagon. I never sat in the G wagon. The G wagon is nice. There's so many fucking cars, man. Ferrari's got an SUV. What the fuck? I'm really lost behind it. Yo, Ferrari's got an SUV. Let's check this out. Ferrari SUV. Oh shit. How do I not know this? What's it called? Puro Sangue. Images. I know Aston Martin's got. Whoa. Yeah, that girl is kind of fit as well, you know. She's isn't that freaking what you call it? Not bombers lady. What's her name? Supercar blondie. She's a peng ass chick though. I ain't gonna lie to you. She's really really hot. Is that her arm, fam? What the fuck is that? Oh, that's no, probably not her. That is looking beautiful, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. Damn, boy, in black as well with the red grills. I ain't gonna lie to you. That is. Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh, set. It's 300 grand. It's like so basically the same price that Urus you're looking at. All right, guys. This one or the Urus? Which one? Which one would you guys take? One hot car. Yeah, it is. Oh, no, but I swear the guy looked like her arm in it. You take the Ferrari. Yeah, I think the Ferrari looks really nice, man. There's something that is that's the thing is the difference between Ferraris and Lamborghinis, isn't it? And Lamborghinis are very aggressive looking as well. I remember like I've driven the Aventador. I had the pleasure to drive the Aventador, and it was an amazing, beautiful car. It's like oh, it's till this day it's probably the most exciting feeling in a car I've ever had. I've not had an excitement like that, but I've driven the 488. But the 488 against the Aventador is a bit of a difference there in terms of power and whatnot. But I gotta say, when I sat in the Ferrari in the 488 Pista, it's you're like you feel different. It's a gentleman's car. It's much more of a gentleman's car than a Lamborghini, in my opinion. So Toyota Corolla, bro, Toyota Corolla is the best one. Well, I'll tell you what my first car was. This is where Daink started off. Clio, Renault Clio, 1999. This is my first car, fam. This car here is my baby. Don't ever diss a Clio, fam. The Clio was the king of kings. It was this color. It literally was this color. Like it's not this car, but it was definitely this color. That was my car, fam. Like I remember. Oh, let me look at the inside. Oh, look at the inside, boy. Oh, this is automatic. This is very posh. I had a manual, fam. Fucking hell, man. This was the best car I ever had. Like my Clio, bro. I tell you something, right? It was mad because like it was loud. I don't know what happened when I bought the car. Someone did something to the engine and the exhaust, but it was loud, fam. Like really loud. Like it rattles and shit, like that. And like you know when you accelerate, like it's really. I was like, yo, what the fuck? This is a Clio. It's a 1.2 engine. How the fuck is that happening? But it did everything for me. It took me to uni. It took me to see my girl. It took me to had a good time with NJ. Had a good time with my brother. It took me across Europe as well. The Euro trip in there. I did a lot of things in that car. I had a lot of fun in that. It brings back a lot of good memories. Some crazy things I did in that car as well. Some stupid things I did in that car. We won't talk about some of the dumb things on YouTube. I don't think it's rated to actually go talk about huge on YouTube. But that car was sick. It was my chickmobile. You know what I'm saying? Like back when you're like 19 and you have a car like this yeah, the bots are taking the piss on it. Suzuki Swift was it? SF90. Let's have a look at the SF90. Ooh, ooh, boy, you are. Oh, circuit the man. I gotta say the Ferrari looks a lot more better than Lamborghinis. But the feeling you get in a Lamborghini is much more exciting than the Ferrari. That's take it from me. If you haven't had the pleasure of driving both, the feeling in a Lamborghini is a lot more exciting than the Ferrari. But the Ferrari to me feels like it suits me. But then again, the Aston Martin suits me over this, over a Ferrari. Like let's say like a Ferrari 488. I love the 488. I think it's a really pretty looking car, and I really like that. It's a beautiful car. But then, if I were to buy it, if I were to buy something, this is what I would get. Hands down, Superleggera. Look at this bad boy here. How can you say no to this bad boy right here? Come on. Oh my god, this is something though. This is something. This is a beautiful piece of equipment. I ain't gonna lie to you, but like I said, the time will come. The time will come. You know, like be sometime this year, next year, or the year after, or even after Bull Run or whatever. We'll all get Ferraris and Lamborghinis, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we'll get. Fuck everything else. You know. Let's enjoy our life a little bit. But yeah, Your kids can't hope they get scholarships. Yeah, fam. I hope they get scholarships. Fucking, it's expensive. This thing you like here in the UK it's 9 grand. I don't know how much it is in America, but it's 9 grand a year. But like Ed knows in it. It's like when you come to a certain age, like you realize that all this is just materialistic. You don't really care that much. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, he started a car topic and it just went off. Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Listen, I'm gonna head off though. I'm gonna head off. It has hit an hour now, and I'm gonna catch you guys soon. But yeah, plans are put there for you for dollar index and Bitcoin. Looking at what's the dollar? Bitcoin, Ethereum. Okay, it's pushing up. It's got the daily. Okay, so we've taken up that high. This is the high there. We've taken up the high. Let's go up the hourly. Key pivotal point. You see this high here? And the fact they did this fast move up, right? You see this fast move up with the last 3 hours over here? I'm not a fan of that. That's not healthy. Look at this. Look at this fast move down. That wasn't healthy because look what happened. We grind it and we come back up, fill up the inefficiency. Same thing. Fast move up, shoot back down. Fast move down, shoot back up. So when you see this fast move, don't be phased by it. Don't start thinking, oh yeah, we're bearish on dollar or bearish on Bitcoin and Ethereum and whatnot. Let it do its thing. Price comes back down, finds resistance of this area, then let's play down to this level here, lose this level, let's go down to the next level, into this area here, finish this level, fill out this inefficiency right here, come into this area, and we play level to level. That's what it is. So just let it do its thing. Go and do Jumma. Everybody go and do Jumma, and then we can look at shorting. All right, cool. I'm gonna take care, guys. After Lamborghini, I'm going to get a 90. Ooh, Gandalf. Now we're talking. You're talking about classics. I'll tell you something, alright? Let's have a look at the 1955 Chevy. Oops. No, this is Trading View. I need Trading View. 1955 Chevy. What's it called again? Bel Air, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God. I do like a nice classic though. Let's try and visit this page. This is beautiful, dude. Oh, wow. I sound like I'm having an orgasm. What the fuck? Beautiful. This is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love it. Old and classic. The old radio. Oh, the steering wheel. My God. And that one-seater sofa as well. You can put five people in here. It's beautiful, man. And that old school dial. My God. Let's look at that. Oh, wow. That is a car. That is a car. You're saying that. This is what I like. The Aston Martin DB5. Looks a lot like the Bel Air. There was one. My uncle was working in Aston Martin. He's a valet, and he works for a valeter, clean cars, like professional cleaner. He was working for Aston Martin, and there was the DB5 in Goldenfinger. They had it in the hub, the main building, the main Aston Martin in Gaydon. It's called Gaydon. Where's Aston Martin based at? Aston Martin. Gaydon. That's it. Headquarters in Gaydon. It's just like it's outside Birmingham, between Birmingham and Oxford. For those who don't know, not too far. It's about half an hour drive from me actually. But like he was telling me to come down in it. So I went down, and he's like, I got a surprise for you. Like the DB5 got a surprise for you. And basically they have the original Aston Martin DB5 from Goldenfinger. So the buttons in the movie when when they press the buttons and then the guns come out. That's all still in place, but obviously no guns. But that's all in place. It's still working and whatnot. And it was sold for 2 million. 2 million. I think it was 2.2 million or something. Like that. Someone actually bought that as well. So the day I got to see, literally a couple of probably 10 minutes afterwards, it was taken away. Like it literally was. I was quite lucky to have a look at it as well. So, but yeah, yeah, you love Astons. All right, guys. Listen, we can do this all day. But I'm gonna head off though because I've got work to do as well, and it's Jumma soon in the next 2 hours. Hour and a half. I'm gonna head off home. So catch you guys soon. Take care, and I'll see you guys on Monday. But we'll probably do a weekend outlook. We'll see how it goes. But I'll see you guys soon. Take care.